Good morning, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and today I'm going to play around with something that I've been meaning to play around with for months, if not longer, and that is my spackle. I've got wood filler in a tube, and I know that you can buy this from craft suppliers, but I think it's basically the same thing, so I'm going to try it out just for play with these. LePage's wood filler, light oak color is a beige, and this white one, it felt like it was fairly dried up in there, but I've been kneading it, just squeezing it for the last 5 minutes or so, and it seems to be loosening up, so I may be able to use it too. I have a few different tools. I don't have a palette knife handy. I might have one somewhere in my art stuff, but I pulled out this one, which is a Fimo clay tool, some popsicle sticks, a plastic knife and a plastic fork, and an actual vintage knife as well to play with. And I do have something that I can use to put my wood filler out onto. This is one of my quartz countertop samples that I always talk about. Discontinued color. So I think these are open. Yeah. So I'm just going to squeeze some out. Might be a little clogged. Skewers in with my painting stuff. I might need to get it unclogged and get it moving. So this stuff being brown, I'm going to do leopard print, so that'll work for that. I may have waited a little too long to try this. I might need to knead it a while longer. What I'm going to do, since it's all dried up anyway, I'm just going to open it from the other end. And that way I can get it out. And since it's almost dry, it shouldn't take long to dry on my cardstock that I'm putting it on. Okay, so maybe work it a little bit. And I am going to start with I've got these stencils from Temu, and I thought I would do, because it's brown on cream, I thought I would do the leopard print. And I may do some of the other ones too. I do want to try the brick as well. So I think I'm going to use a popsicle stick. I think that will work the best for me. I've watched this done so many times on Facebook. I'm just spreading it into the stencil and basically scraping off the excess. palette knife might be a little easier to hold on to. This is working well though. And because it's such a thin layer, I think it'll be pretty good for not cracking as it dries. I'm trying to see where I've got places I missed. I suppose you could tape your stencil down. I'm doing a pretty full stencil on this one because it's on just a plain background. But what I have seen people do is on, like if they're doing it over top of another pattern, they'll just do like part of the stencil. Like if I take one of my backgrounds here that I've prepared with dictionary page, for instance, and you just set that on there and just do a swatch of it, maybe going all the way across, but not doing the whole card. And then that will make a really cool journaling card. You can layer up other things on top of it. Around the corners, ink the edges, blah, blah, blah. So I'll let those dry. And maybe I will try the bricks. And I think you're going to want to wash these off too. I know one lady I watched said she had a bath of water ready to set them into when she was done using them. I'm just going to do this video real quick and then I'll go and rinse them. I think the brick is going to be really cool. And then once it's dry, I'll come back in with some paints or inks or something and add some more color and texture to it. So I'm leaving very little on the stencil actually. So what fun is that? I can't wait to play more with this. So I will come back and do a longer video where we have some prepped and play around with them once they're dry. But I'm just so glad I tried this today. So thanks for coming along and seeing that process with me, and we will come back and do some more playing with this in a longer video once I've perfected my techniques. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. But most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.